This is a very, very quick starter video for how to use the CrowdSmart Labs or researchers platform area. I'm going to cover high-level topics, and later on, I'll add in more of what is here and what you can do with the platform. The purpose of this is to just show you a bit of how to navigate. So when you come in, when you first join CrowdSmart Labs, your default is to come in as a member of this particular community. This is your native home. And the very first thing you come into is the collective IQ. This is a process a project in process where it creates a knowledge model of the entire what we're learning within that community. And the collective IQ knowledge model is quite complicated. It involves a lot of the things that are whatever in the knowledge agents in that community, any and all jams or activities been done in the community. It has two modes, a mapping mode and a listing mode, which shows you all the concepts. It's done in a open knowledge format from Google, so it can be exported. But just think of this as like a knowledge graph or concept browser. We'll be developing it out over time. The next area is you have channels, and this is really where I would expect you're going to spend most of the time. When I complete this video, I'll be uploading the video to this general channel. Um, and so this is where you can just have a chat. And it's think of it very much like this is emulating kind of what's in Slack. So if you do an @ sign, you can send a direct message to members of the community. They will get it on their notifications area. And so or you can also you can create a new channel. Right now, I've got nearly everybody that I add to the community as a super or as an admin, so you have pretty open privileges. When you have a discussion in a community or in a channel, let's say we start a channel here on a particular topic, any channel can be escalated into a jam. Now, a jam is a way to collaborate, as you most of you probably know. You know how that works. To create a jam, you go up here and you can either create a jam or create an agent there. Um, the tab My Wiki is really keeping track of everything you've done and your knowledge. It's basically a wiki form of your knowledge. You can talk to it, you can ask it questions, and it also has a series of pages as what you have learned. Notifications is kind of what I said. You can see I got a couple here from Steve Potts. My analytics is an attempt to look at what have been my participation on the platform. By the way, this isn't going to be very fast because we're running on a relatively, I mean, right now it's a very low cost to run this. This is the benefit of this particular technology. This is where you have all your agents. You can create an agent, as I pointed out. When you create an agent, you're going to see that there are a variety of types of agents. That's going to be covered in a future video of this sort. Knowledge agents are really very special types of agents that can be where the data is completely provenance. It uses uh, a very different mechanism for building out the model, and this is a primary area of development. It covers a lot of issues, and I'll do this as a whole separate video of what the knowledge agent uh, capabilities are all about. But you get an idea there. You can build it. Now, here you go to communities. You came in, this is your home when you start. When you come into communities, you have a bunch here on the side. Now, let's say you want to, and you have to be invited to these communities, but let's say we want to go to the Common Good AI community. I click on it and it comes up and says, and this is a very, very important. When you want to switch communities, you're switching completely your workspace. So you need to remember to do that because and when you say you enter the workspace, now your context is going to be here. It will remain here unless you switch it out. You can also make this your default community if you want. So you have control over the communities that you want to have be your home community. Now, this has a completely different set of knowledge agents and members, and it has a completely different, well, now it hasn't even been built yet. So there you go. It's a brand new community. When I go to jams here, however, there's none in this particular case because this is a relatively empty community. If we now switch again and I start to say I want to navigate either back to the research community, or let's say I want to go over and look at what is going on with the Foundation for the Study of Cycles. Here again, don't forget, this is the important part because you'll still be where you were before when you come in, unless you say enter workspace. Here, now we do have, looks like we have a collective IQ here, so we can browse it. And we see some activities here. You can go in and these basically blow out to show you what is the knowledge relationship there. Again, you can ask, you can talk to the knowledge collective here, the collective knowledge. This is the collective IQ. Um, and then as new activities come in, the updated community knowledge can be dealt with. Here again, now, if you look at the basically you look at the knowledge agents in this community, we have one, and this was from the Foundation of Cycles conference. All the knowledge from that conference was built in here, and you can dialogue with it. You can ask what was learned at that conference. So you get an idea of the overview. And I'm not going to go into more detail now. I just want to give you the basic of navigation. Get in first in the channels, start a discussion. You can essentially do direct messaging, etc. There. If a channel gets rich in information, you can use that to jump into a jam, or you can define a jam. You can do create knowledge agents that you can run an agent only jam. You don't necessarily have to invite people to the party. I'll leave you to exploring that. But that is basically a very quick overview of what the capabilities are in the platform so far. So thank you so much.